What's happening, iSurf Tribe? So today's video, I wanted to cover a quick topic, which I've been asked a ton of times is should you learn on a foam top or a foam surfboard? So I just picked this brand new foam surfboard up. Now, the reason why I picked it up is because it was the only thing I could find. Every single surfboard, longboard in my area of Malpaís, Santa Teresa, you can't buy them because it's the high season right now. And for some reason, with this pandemic and everything, everybody is coming to Costa Rica, so all the rentals are taken up by the surf shop. So we're showing you a little bit of the setup of how easy it is to set up your foam surfboard. I'd had one before, and as you guys know, we used to own a surf camp, and we never really used a lot of these. We did have one foam surfboard, and so I would say, yeah, you can learn on a foam surfboard, but my theory on it is if you want to progress and keep surfing, you want to get off a foam surfboard as quickly as possible, because a foam surfboard will cause bad habits. And the reason why it causes bad habits is because there's no penalty for basically banging your knee or something, because you can do it and you won't get all bruised up, so you'll keep doing it and you can easily develop bad habits. However, if you're just going out and you want to try surfing for the first time and it's your very first experience, I think a foam board works pretty well, because if it does bonk you on the head, it's not going to knock you out. It's not going to hurt. Not going to usually. I mean, it can still hurt you if it hits you really hard with a lot of velocity. But for the most part, it's just going to kind of bonk you. But it's going to be a nice soft impact, and you're not going to end up needing stitches or a concussion. I had a friend who actually board hit her head the other day, and she had a concussion a couple months ago, and she it took her like a month and a half for the effects of it to go away. So, yes, if you're a beginner, first time, you just want to try surfing out, foam board's great. I like to use foam boards for kids because, you know, the worst thing you can do for a young child is give them their first experience getting bashed against the head or held underwater. So you always want to make the first experiences as pleasurable as possible. And I also like to use foam boards for like older people, maybe, because sometimes I have people that are never surfed before and they want to try it in their 50s, 60s, even 70s. And, you know, they're not going to be as coordinated and as strong as, you know, somebody who's learning to surf in the 20s. So they will tend to fall and kind of hit their elbows and knees and stuff, or their hips, a lot more frequently, and a foam board can be just a perfect experience for that. So when I did have the surf camp, I used to keep one or two foam boards. I used to keep a small one and a big one for kids and one for but I used to try to get people off foam boards as quickly as possible. But since this was our only option, and Mary, who's with us, and she's been doing a lot of the filming for the last month and a half, she's been staying with us. She was our volunteer for the surf camp we did at La Puente, if you guys remember that one with Jesus and Armando and all those guys. She came and stayed and helped, and she came back, and she's learning how to surf again, and she really wanted to learn how to surf. Now, we took this video footage a couple weeks ago, so you can see her like maybe 3 weeks ago, where she's kind of learning how to surf, and basically the stuff that we taught her from the lesson, which is basically stay in the white water, catch the white water, practice your pop-up, practice, you know, there's a lot of little drills that I give people in the white water before I say you should come out the back. Like, I teach them how to time the wave to catch it. I teach them how to, you know, look for the perfect pop-up, teach them how to like start to turn a little bit to the right or to the left. And then I always say, once you can do, you know, 3 decent pop-ups in a row, and you can handle the wave, and you can do a seated turn, this and that, and the waves aren't too big, we're ready to take you out the back. And actually today Mary went out the back and she caught her first by herself down the line right. So congratulations, Mary. We all saw that wave. It's not in this video, and we didn't have a camera because she's usually the one filming when she's here, but it was a really good wave, and she caught it today, and she was on the same board. And right after I saw that, and I saw her do it a couple times, I said, okay, Mary, you're ready to get on a hard top. And the reason is just, you know, these have rubber fins, so they're a little bit kind of mushier feeling. It just doesn't have that sharp turning, and it's a little boggy. So once you get pretty good at the feeling and everything, you want to move down to a harder board with harder fins, just because you slice through the water better, and, you know, it's just a better performance board. So, you know, I try to get people away from foam boards as quickly as possible, just as part of the progression steps. So remember, if you guys want to see some other Costa Rican stuff about living in Costa Rica, check us out at Amigo Paradise. I'll put the link to our other YouTube channel in the description. Some of you guys went over, and we already have 400 followers, but we're putting up voiceovers talking about Costa Rica and a lot of things over there. So come visit us over at Amigo Paradise YouTube channel, and yeah, look out for some more videos, because I got some more videos coming out here. I know I haven't been putting a lot, but we're gonna get back on it. All right, guys, I Surf Tribe, pura vida and aloha.